Thank you very much for coming today. We are here today with our client, Jenna Talackova. I'm attorney Gloria Allred. I will be reading a statement and then Jenna will be making a statement. Jenna will not be answering any questions. I will, however, be happy to answer some questions. We are here today proudly representing Jenna Talackova. Jenna, who is 23 years old, entered the Miss Universe Canada pageant and hoped to represent her country, Canada, in the Miss Universe competition. She was thrilled to be selected as one of the finalists in Canada and was looking forward to the May 17th to May 19th, 2012 dates, at which time Miss Universe Canada will be chosen. Jenna shared the same hopes and dreams of every other contestant. She hoped that one day she would wear the Miss Universe crown throughout the world. However, after experiencing the excitement of being selected for the finals, Jenna was shocked when she was told that she would not be permitted to continue to compete for Miss Canada because of a rule that the Miss Universe competition has that requires that a contestant be a, quote, naturally born, end quote, woman. Jenna was being eliminated as a contestant, not because she lacked the beauty or charisma that was required, but because, according to pageant representatives, she was not a, quote, naturally born, end quote, woman. Jenna is a woman, as evidenced by her Canadian birth certificate, passport, and driver's license, each of which identify her as a woman. She should never have been judged by what she was or was not like at her birth. She should only have been judged on the basis of who she is now. And as anyone with eyes can see, Jenna is a vibrant, beautiful young woman. The Miss Universe competition is designed to find the one person in the world whose human qualities makes them worthy of the Miss Universe crown and title. Jenna is beautiful in every way. Her life story will undoubtedly inspire people throughout the world. She wants to be Miss Universe and asks only that she be judged using the same criteria as the judges will apply to other contestants. Her struggles and what she has gone through in her life have given her understanding and wisdom far beyond her years. The pageant's rule is simply blatant discrimination and has nothing to do with who would be the best choice for Miss Universe. Jenna wants to compete to represent Canada in the Miss Universe pageant. She has not asked for any special consideration. All she wants is a fair shot. What has stood in her way is an antiquated rule grounded in prejudice, fear, and stereotypes. The pageant's rule has nothing to do with beauty or personality and has absolutely nothing to do with who Jenna is today. Jenna entered this competition and gave the pageant her time, her best efforts, and her money. She did not think for one moment that what she might have looked like at birth would be relevant. She did not ask Mr. Trump to prove that he is a naturally born man, or to see the photos of his birth to view his anatomy to prove that he was male. It made no difference to her. Why should it have made a difference to him? The fact that Canada accepts Jenna as a woman should have been good enough for Mr. Trump. Jenna is a woman worthy of his respect and consideration. Yesterday afternoon, after I announced that I represented Jenna and that we were having a press conference today to challenge Jenna's exclusion from the Miss Universe pageant, Donald Trump's spokesperson issued the following statement. Quote, "The Miss Universe organization will allow Jenna Talackova to compete in the 2012 Miss Universe Canada pageant, provided she meets the legal gender recognition requirements of Canada and the standards established by other international competitions, end quote. The last-minute statement by Mr. Trump's representative put out yesterday only confuses the issue. Instead of stating very clearly that Jenna will be allowed to compete, Mr. Trump qualifies it by adding conditions that are ambiguous. Mr. Trump's statement says that Jenna will be allowed to compete, quote, provided that she meets the standards established by other international competitions, end quote. What other competitions is he referring to? Why would Mr. Trump defer to other competitions? Does he want to be a leader or a follower? We are asking Mr. Trump to step up and be a leader in the fight against discrimination. Or would he prefer to hide behind other organizations and say that if they discriminate, so can he? Mr. Trump's statement fails to state that the rule that only naturally born women will be allowed to compete will be eliminated. Mr. Trump needs to step out of his comfort zone. We need a clear answer, not a wimpy, wish-washy type of answer, but something that we can take to the bank. Will Jenna be allowed to compete or not? Will he eliminate this abhorrent rule or not? Mr. Trump has caved in a bit already. He has to go the rest of the way and say it loudly and say it clearly that not only will Jenna be allowed to compete, but that the rule is gone. No ifs, ands, buts, or ors. No conditions and no excuses. Otherwise, we are considering all of Jenna's legal options. Over the weekend, we have formed legal teams in Canada, New York, and California. In Canada, Jenna has already retained Joseph Arvey, one of Canada's leading human rights lawyers. All that Jenna wants, indeed all that she has ever wanted, is to compete on the same basis as everyone else. She deserves that chance. We say to Mr. Trump, open your eyes and your heart. Put aside any fears, prejudices, or stereotypes that you may have and see Jenna for who she is. A woman, beautiful, strong, and ready to compete. This is an opportunity for Mr. Trump to do the right thing for Jenna and countless others. Mr. Trump, admit that you were wrong and get rid of your trumped-up rule. We look forward to your response. And now, I present Jenna. Let's move over a little bit. Seem to be closer to the microphone. Okay, good. Okay.
When I was selected as a finalist, I was thrilled. I had always dreamed of being in the Miss Universe competition and having an opportunity to represent my country, Canada. After I was chosen for the finals, I was told that there was an issue that had arisen regarding my being a contestant and that the final decision was going to be made by the Miss Universe organization. Then I was told by representatives of the Miss Universe Canada pageant that I could not compete because the rules stated that I had to be a naturally born woman, and they said I was not. I am a woman. I was devastated, and I felt that excluding me for the reason that they gave was unjust. I have never asked for any special consideration. I only wanted to compete. I saw the statement by Mr. Trump's representative that was issued yesterday, and I find it quite confusing. I wish Mr. Trump would just say in plain words whether or not I will be allowed to compete and if I win, whether I be allowed to represent Canada in the Miss Universe competition. I also want Mr. Trump to clearly state that this rule be eliminated, because I do not want any other woman to suffer the discrimination that I have endured.
All right, before we take questions, this is a copy of her passport. We obviously whited out certain information, but it does show that she is female. And it does show that it says female. And we'll make this available after as well. But obviously, to obtain this passport, she also had to give evidence of her birth certificate. Her birth certificate has been changed. And as I said, her driver's license also reflects that she is female.